Hi, this is Lisa and welcome to my channel. Today I just want to have a quick chat about my NaMoPaiMo model that we did in February. So this is a customized Roxy and I thought you may be interested in following along with what I did to end up with this. To start, I haven't painted a traditional scale model for a long time. I've tried a few in airbrush just at a factory, say Stone Factory, and I've tried a few in pan pastels, but generally I used to paint in oil paints. And the ones I'm showing here are from painted in the 1980s. I actually wrote this book in 1989, Techniques and Tips, and it includes all sorts of fun things. And it shows a lot about the history on doing hairs, even glass eyes, and all sorts of fun stuff. And if you're interested, let me know. Drop a comment below, and I will actually make it available in my Etsy store for $1 or $2. It's actually quite interesting if you're interested in the history and how I used to do things. And a lot of it's still valid. I started off with a CC Shuffle Roxy that I couldn't sell last year for a Brayer Fest, so I figured it would make a great performance horse for me. And to make her a performance horse, I wanted her a lower head, so I took this small saw, which I didn't have any other real tools, and cut a V under her neck, as you can see. I then soaked her head in some hot water for a few seconds and bent it into shape. The braids are a Brayer add-on, so they nipped off fairly easy with wire cutters. I then filled in the neck and resculpted the area with some old epoxy sculpt. And this stuff was at least 10 years old, and the top is all hard, but it can be revived in a microwave. If you check out their site, it is usable for many years. Once I finished that, I sculpted on a new short mane, and I made her tail more fuller and fixed some issues on her legs and just the seams and all that kind of stuff, and prepped her. Once she was prepped, I then primed her. And rule number one on priming is shake the can a lot. And it looks in this first picture that I didn't get it shaken enough, and it looks a little heavy. It should have been a little lighter, but after the second priming, she turned out great. And this is the primer that I used. Next, I joined Heather's class on painting a black horse in oils. And I really recommend it, especially if you've never used oils. And it was great for me to get back into painting. But if you're looking to learn how to use oils, highly recommend it. So once I did that, I asked Tina what she wanted. I had to confer. I mean, she's going to ride it, not me. So once she told me what she wanted, I went and looked for some reference photos. And I ordered some flies from Dick Blick and put in my photo for the NaMoPaiMo, and off I was ready to go. On the first day, Heather went over how to use oils and how to base coat. And basically, we painted using the Zoom, and we all kind of worked together. And you can see I had little Peanut in there as well, as I painted a few models black as I was going. So the day one, just getting a base coat black. The next step was to add in our warm and cool tones, and I found that really fun. It really made the model pop, and that was a step I really enjoyed. The rest of the time was spent on details. It was including my frame markings for the Overo, the Rabicano, the blue eyes, and the hooves, and I chose to do everything in oils, even though it was suggested to do them in acrylics, and I'm quite happy that I did do them in oils. Once I was done, and within the 29 days that we had for February, I sprayed her with a varnish for oil paints. Once that had dried, I put on some shoes, glossed her eyes, and took her out in my backyard for some photos. And I decided to name her after my very first horse, Moonshadow. So now I have a whole pile of photos I want to do for performance, and I think she's going to be a real fun performance horse for me. So thanks for joining me, and if you have any questions, let me know, and please like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Here's some new videos coming up for you. Please enjoy.